Today we're going to do the Hickory Ridge Trail at Henry Horton State Park. It has native Indian marker trees, caves, and all sorts of interesting topography here. Just at the start of the trail, as you get off of the trail to the left, you will see a bunch of the interesting limestone features in the ground. You can see how they have eroded to create a very cool topography. Check out this big ravine here. Very cool. Gotta watch your step going in though. This is a tight squeeze. Here's another neat little feature. It's a couple of larger limestone rocks around a slight sinkhole where it's got kind of a small ravine between the two. I guess if you were really adventurous, you could try crawling through there. That's a little too tight for me to want to crawl through though. As is typical with karst topography, there are a lot of cedar trees growing in this area. Cedar loves limestone for some reason. As you can see here where we're going, there are just rocks everywhere. This is just what you would call a karst topography. So many limestone outcroppings and ravines, just small little ravines where the softer and stone has worn away and the dirt is washed away. It's a really beautiful, interesting looking area. As with most state parks, the trail is marked very well. This one is red, as you can see the state park trail marker here for Henry Horton. If you come on a rainy day, be aware these smooth, flat places of the trail where it goes across the rocks, they can be quite slippery because of the mud and the water, and I guess there's probably some mold growing on them also. But it is a little slippery, so having a nice walking stick would probably help. Here is another giant sinkhole. Even has a little cave in it. This is wood ear mushroom, or mu'er as they call it in Chinese. My wife loves this stuff. She'll pick it and eat it. I'm not big on picking wild mushrooms, but she knows what she's doing. This is a really cool looking old dead tree. Love the way the erosion has eaten it apart. Very cool piece of fossilized limestone here. Check out these cool mushrooms on this tree. Okay, so we're coming up on the large Indian marker tree. Back in when the Indians were here, they would bend trees and force them to grow in a curve so that they would know the trails that they were going along. And this is one of their marker trees along the trail here in Henry Horton State Park. The outer loop goes through some pretty neat forest here. It's very pretty. And if you hear that off in the distance, sounds like gunshots. It is gunshots. There is a skeet range here at Henry Horton State Park where you can go and shoot clay targets if you so choose. Check out all this cool moss and this old stump here in the woods. So cool looking. If you just look around where you're hiking, you see so many pretty and interesting things. We got off the loop trail and are following the river trail, which runs into the outer loop trail, and we came across this old stone wall. Very, very cool looking. It's obviously somebody's property, or was somebody's property at some point, because it has a chicken wire fence along the edge of it also. But this stone wall is really cool. It's probably been here for, Lord knows, over 100 years, I bet. Very neat looking wall. Check it out. Out here in the middle of nowhere is an old piece of some kind of equipment, probably some old piece of farm equipment. Look at just abandoned here in the woods. Looks like it's an old combine. It's an old combine. Check it out. You can see where the cultivators would go around the rows of whatever they were harvesting. Looks like it kind of is trying to harvest a tree. Pretty funny. No telling us how long it's been sitting here. A very long time for sure. Check out these cool rocks right here in the middle of the woods just off the trail. Really neat little rock formation. I don't know, it looks like a duck or an alligator or something. We went down from the river trail and we kind of went through the woods and got onto the wetlands trail, which is this swampy area down near the river, which the river is the tree line you can see in the distance. And the reason we came here is because there is this cool tower we're going to climb up on and see what it looks like to look out across the wetlands here. Okay, here we go. We're going to climb these stairs. And here we are on the tower, and those are the wetlands. And there's the river. So, the river trail finally really does go down to the river. And here we are walking right up to it. And there, right ahead of us, is the Duck River. Lots of people like to kayak and canoe in this river because it's a good river for that. And it's a good river for fishing and other things also. The Duck River also has one of the highest populations of mollusks in the country, which is very interesting how that has developed such a huge number of species. I forget the exact number. I think it's, I don't remember, hundreds and hundreds of different species of mollusks in the Duck River. The Park Service turned a log, a huge log, into a bench for people to sit on and take a break here down at the foot of the tower we just climbed. Okay, so we're back at the start at the parking lot. We're ready to head home. Hope you've enjoyed your time with us hiking the Hickory Ridge Trail, the River Trail, and part of the Wetlands Trail, seeing the marker tree and all of the other interesting sights we saw today.